Hey everyone, we are Group 4 from Tourism English Class 2020. Today we would like to present you our presentations about our trip to Bandung. Before we jump into our presentation, let me introduce our group members. There are Adventia Desipolia, Gustin Adriela Rachel Pramasti, and Kori Ainonaya. In this trip, we spent 2 days and 1 night. So without any further ado, let's start our presentation. This trip, we decided to go to Bandung, and here are some places that we visited in Bandung. First, we stayed at the Hotel Kampung Gajah 2. Hotel Kampung Gajah 2 is located in Terusan Sersan Bajuri Street number 108, Cihideng, Parongpong, Bandung, Indonesia. The next place we visited was Tangkuban Perahu. Tangkuban Perahu is a stratovolcano 30 kilometers north of the city of Bandung, the provincial capital of West Java, Indonesia. Its location is in between Sagalaherang Village, Sagalaherang District, Subang Regency and Cikole Village, Lembang District, Bandung Regency. Tangkuban Perahu is Bandung's most famous tourist volcano, just about 28 to 30 kilometers north of the city. This volcano offers many places to see and explore. Whether we look into the huge crater or hike down into it, stroll through the forest on its slopes, or simply enjoy the splendid panoramic scenery. Mount Tangkuban Perahu is an interesting destination that everyone in Bandung area is fond of visiting. The next place that we visited in Bandung is Strawberry Farm that is well known as Rumah Strawberry. Rumah Bandung is located in Cigugur Girang Street, number 145, Cigugur Girang, Parongpong, Bandung. Basically, Rumah Strawberry is a place where you can pick strawberries yourself in the garden, and you can eat your strawberries right after you pick them. And the last place that we visited in Bandung is White Crater, or is well known as Kawah Putih. Kawah Putih is a striking crater lake and tourist spot in a volcanic crater about 50 kilometers south of Bandung in West Java in Indonesia. Kawah Putih Lake is one of the 2 craters which make up Mount Patuha, an andesitic stratovolcano. Mount Patuha is one of the numerous volcanoes in Java. Kawah Putih is set among the lush green forests of the Ciwidey area. The enchanting Kawah Putih crater lake offers all nature lovers and adventure seekers an opportunity to immerse themselves in the true untouched beauty of nature. Now let's move on to our first day of the trip. To start off the day, we went to Gambir Station by car at 6 a.m. In this case, there are so many kinds of transportation that you can use to go to the station. In our case, we choose online taxi as our transportation to go to the station because it is easier for us to order. Around at the time 6:20, we arrived at the station. We waited around 5 or 10 minutes until the train was ready to take us to Bandung, and at 6:30 we are departing from Jakarta to Bandung by train. At the time 9 a.m. we arrived at Bandung. Right after that, we booked a taxi to take us to our hotel. Like I said in the previous flight, we stayed at Hotel Kampung Gajah 2. Around 11 a.m. we arrived at the hotel and then we wait around 30 minutes to check into the hotel. We checked in around 11:30 and then after that we go to our room and had lunch at 12 p.m. Right after we fill our stomach, we decided to go to Tangkuban Perahu with the help of our travel agent who will provide the accommodations and transportation. Then took our time to enjoy the beautiful panoramic scenery in Tangkuban Perahu, and we also took a lot of pictures. Right after we visited Tangkuban Perahu, we decided to go to Bandung Strawberry Farm that is well known as Rumah Strawberry, like I mentioned in the first slide. Really enjoyed our time in Rumah Strawberry because we were having fun when we picked a lot of strawberries and directly eat them in the garden. After we spent time in Bandung Strawberry Farm, we decided to go back to the hotel since it's getting dark outside. After we arrived at the hotel, we cleaned ourselves and relaxed for a bit since it's a little bit tiring for us and it is also time for dinner. So then we have dinner at 7 p.m. right after we took a little rest. And for dinner, we were served a lot of Bandung traditional cuisines, such as soto Bandung, somai, martabak, and many more. It was a really good way for us to end our day. After we call it a day for our first day, we then start our second day with a fresh and exciting feelings. Before we got into the adventures for today, we never forgot to have breakfast first to feel all the energy for us today to go adventure. Right after we finished breakfast, we were going to Kawah Putih by car. Once we arrive in Kawah Putih, we really waste no time and get on to ride horses and took a lot of pictures. It was a really fun experience for us to do. And God will never forget to capture the moment. After a generous amount of time that we spent in Kawah Putih, we then have lunch and go back to our hotel to have checked out. And right after we checked out, we went to Bandung railway station to go home. At 5:30 p.m., we arrived at Gambir station, and around 30 minutes after that, we arrived at our home. We really do enjoy our time that we spent in this trip to Bandung. We inserted some of the pictures of our trip destination so that you guys can also see the picture, can also see the beauty of our destinations in Bandung. It was a very pleasant trip for us and we enjoyed it so much. I hope that next time we can go to more places, more beautiful places. And with that being said, I think this is going to be the end of our presentation. I really do hope that you guys enjoyed our presentation today. Thank you so much for all of your attention and see you guys on the next trip.